A warm welcome to you all to this meeting of the Standing Committee on Agriculture, Environmental Affairs and Development Planning of the Western Cape Provincial Parliament. It is today, Friday, the 23rd of February, 2024, and it has just gone 12:30. And I welcome you all to this meeting in which we will be deliberating on the negotiating mandate in respect of the marine pollution, in brackets prevention of pollution from ships, amendment bill, as referred to us from the NCOP. Honourable members, if you would be so kind just to confirm your attendance at this meeting, please use that opportunity. My name is Andrikus van der Westhuizen and I'm privileged to chair this meeting.
Good afternoon, Chairperson, and good afternoon, colleagues on the platform and officials. My name is Derek America and I'm a member of the committee.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter de Villiers and I'm a member of this committee.
A warm welcome to you. I did notice the Honourable Maran a little bit earlier. I think he just came back from load shedding, but he seemed to have been dropped off for the time being. We are indeed quorate and can therefore continue. I see the Honourable Murray has also just joined. Honourable Murray, please introduce yourself.
Apologies, Chair, for being a few minutes late. My name is Kayla Murray and I am a very happy member of this committee. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And then I also just wish to recognise the presence of a number of staff members that are here in support of ourselves. As legal advisor, Advocate Andre Leroux. Then I also notice Ms. Nomfundo Mshumpela, and then Shireen Niekerk, our procedural officer. And then from ICT support, we welcome Ms. Candice Morris. A warm welcome to you all, and thank you for joining us here today. Honourable members, as I've stated, our meeting this afternoon has on its agenda the negotiating mandate. We did discuss the responses as received from the Department of Transport, but as this topic impacts on the environment, it was referred by the Speaker's Office to this standing committee. You have received a copy of a draft report, and I wonder if I could ask Ms. Niekerk to just first beam that onto our screens for consideration. Please, honourable members, I don't know if you've had the opportunity to go through it beforehand, but please just, as we go through it, confirm that this is an accurate copy of our discussion of some 2 days ago. Thank you very much. Honourable members, it is on my screen. I trust you will see it on your screens as well. I'm just going to read some sections to get that into the record as well. The first one was that we asked the NCOP to consider looking at the numbering throughout the bill. The next one was our proposal that the words party and certificate be contained in the list of definitions. Then under clause 2, we wanted to propose that some insertions be made. And then, as you will see, there were also a number of issues that we felt that were quite valid, as raised by one of the stakeholders, but that would be more appropriately handled perhaps under regulations in support of this piece of legislation. And I think that includes the appendixes from MARPOL that were also subscribed to by South Africa and that have now been taken up into this piece of legislation. So there you see the various regulations that we propose. Now, obviously, we don't consider regulations at this point in time. We only consider the bill itself, but we have expressed a view that we believe the NCOP might pass on our views on the regulations to the minister when they engage in their meeting with the bill. Honourable members, that is there. I don't know if you have any questions or any proposals. Eventually, we will have to express our view on this. We've already agreed to some amendments, but we will have to say whether with amendments we support this bill or whether we want to oppose this bill, but still we have the option to make certain recommendations. And then obviously the third option would be to abstain from saying whether we support or oppose this bill. Honourable members, can I get an indication of your views on the document, whether you are happy for us to forward that to the NCOP? First, just in terms of the potential amendments. I recognise the Honourable Murray.
Chair, just from my side, I do think it is an accurate reflection. Also, very much thank you for putting this together, to you and Ms. Niekerk. I know those timelines have been incredibly short, and so well done for the work that you've done under the time frame. But from my side, I'm happy.
Thank you very much. And I can also just confirm that what the document that we received, I was extremely happy with the quality of the document as well, and the accuracy with which our deliberations were captured. Honourable de Villiers.
Thank you, Chairman. If I'm not out of line, I did receive this thing and I went through it, and wow, I'm really blown away with how accurate it is. If I can move that we adopt it and send it off to the NCOP.
Thank you. Thank you very much for those kind words and for your support, Honourable de Villiers. So, honourable members, with no dissenting views being raised, I believe we can then adopt this document. Now, we just need one little sentence to be added, and that is for this committee to now decide on whether we support the bill with these amendments, whether we oppose the bill, or whether we wish to abstain. Can I get an indication from the honourable members as to what you believe you would like to propose? I recognise the Honourable America.
Thank you, Chairperson. I concur with the previous two speakers, and therefore I would propose that we support the bill. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any other views? Honourable Murray.
Thank you, Chair. Just from my side, I agree. I do think that we should give the NCOP representative a mandate to support the bill. I think that, of course, there were issues that the bill was silent on, but I think, we've done a good job in trying to get the answers that were needed. Thank you very much. I'm satisfied that the regulations will also help to address these maybe inconsistencies.
Good. Thank you very much. Can I take that as a unanimous opinion from this committee? No responses. I take it then as adopted, and we will then forward that. Ms. Niekerk, would you like some time just to add that to the final document so that we can sign off on this as a committee?
Chair, I'll have it up on the screen in 3 seconds' time. Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much. And again, you've heard the appreciation from the members for the quality of the document. Thank you. There's our document. Ms. Niekerk, I hope it's in order if I don't read the full report.
That's perfectly in order, Chair, but for the record, if you could just read the first 2 paragraphs, please.
Will do. Thank you very much. So, honourable members, I report on the Standing Committee on Agriculture, Environmental Affairs and Development Planning on the marine pollution, also the Prevention of Pollution from Ships Amendment Bill B5/2022 NCOP, dated the 23rd of February 2024 as follows. The Standing Committee on Agriculture, Environmental Affairs and Development Planning, having considered the subject of the marine pollution, in brackets, Prevention of Pollution from Ships Amendment Bill B5/2022 NCOP, referred to it in accordance with the Standing Rule 217, confers on the Western Cape's delegation in the NCOP the authority to support the amendment bill. The committee further proposes consideration of the following in respect of the amendment bill and future regulations. And then the amendment bill and future regulations follow, as was circulated to all members and also beamed onto our screens today in this meeting. Thank you, honourable members. Again, we've now expressed an opinion to support. Can I now get a proposal that we adopt this report? I recognise the Honourable Murray again.
I propose.
Thank you. Honourable America.
Second, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, honourable members. This report from the Standing Committee has then been duly adopted. Honourable members, are there any resolutions or actions from your side at this point in time? I do not see any hands. Honourable members, are there any aspects that you would like to raise under general? Thank you, Ms. Niekerk. Are there any items that you would like to raise under general? Perhaps the letters that I've written to the NCOP?
Yes, Chairperson, just to inform members that at the committee meeting on Wednesday, a resolution was taken to write to the Select Committee on Transport regarding the Marine Oil Pollution Bill, just asking for clarity in terms of what the NCOP Select Committee's program is in terms of that bill and the time for processing, so that this committee is prudent and doesn't spend unnecessary money embarking on a public participation campaign or even dealing with the bill, well, time and money, if the bill is not going to be dealt with in this administration. So those two are the letter to the NCOP Select Committee on Transport and a letter to the NCOP Select Committee on Environmental Affairs regarding the Agriculture Preservation of Land Bill has been sent through to the respective NCOP chairpersons. So we await a response in terms of the processing of those two pieces of legislation, and if it would be prudent for the committee to continue that in the absence of a detailed program from the respective select committees. So as soon as I have a response, I will send that through, Chairperson, to the members and inform you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ms. Niekerk. Honourable members, I trust that the timeline for the upcoming general elections were published today, or perhaps would be published later on today. And I also trust that the NCOP will now seriously look at their program going forward and hopefully give us an indication of whether they believe that there is still enough time for them to consider these pieces of legislation. I recognise the Honourable America.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chairperson, I don't know, you may have been aware also that we received a copy of the NCOP's program for the first term, which ends on the 28th of March. So at least for the first term, none of those bills will be dealt with. And they probably commence after Easter again. And then will be recess for the preparations for the election. So I Looking at the program, I doubt that there will be sufficient time to process any new bills after the first term. That's just my view. Thank you, Chair.
No, indeed. I think it's because we share your view, Honourable America, that we've now asked for some clarity. As Ms. Niekerk has indicated, none of these bills appear on the draft program of the NCOP for the first term. And as far as I know, the NCOP may decide on certain changes to legislation, which will then have to be referred back to the National Assembly, still within the term of this Parliament. And that is why we are concerned that we may be required now to consider legislation, but that the process would not be completed, and that would then result in fruitless and wasteful expenditure, something which we would like to avoid at all costs, also taking into account the severe budget constraints that we are currently working under. So I just thought it's important, honourable members, to inform you that that resolution taken on Wednesday have already been enacted, and obviously we are looking forward to the response to give us clarity on our program going forward, as I wouldn't like the Western Cape to not comment on legislation that have been referred to us. I don't believe there are any other general items to be considered at this point in time, but before we adjourn, may I just ask if there's anybody that would still like to participate? Then I want to say, honourable members, thank you very much. This was short and sweet. And again, I believe it was made possible through the hard work of our procedural officer and support staff. So thank you very much. This meeting is now adjourned.
Thank you, Chair. Have a good
Have a
weekend.
great weekend.
Thank you, Chair.
Bye.
Thank you, Chairperson, members.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much, Nomfundo.
It's a pleasure, Sharon. Yeah, sorry, I was still saving. Yeah.
No problem. Short
Yeah.
and sweet.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
I think you must
short.
just send Candace a message just to inform her that the meeting is done now.
Yeah, I'm trying to get hold of
Okay.
her.
Thank you,
Okay.
Norms. Have a good weekend.
Okay, you too, Sharon. How is
Okay.
Johan? Have you spoken to him?
Nomfundo, I think it's still streaming. I think we're still streaming. I'll message you.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye. Hey, Candice. Hey. Yes. We are done.